Hello, everyone, and welcome to session 4, Joy of the Spirit, day 65. So this is the second day of this session, and we're focusing on the transforming power of love. My name is Kerry Hodson, and I'm always happy to join. I've been on many of these programs in previous sessions, and it's always a joy to be with you. And if you're new to this, since we're only on our second day, you might have just joined yesterday. So if you're new or you've missed classes in the past, you can watch the recordings and you can get one-on-one help after class in breakout rooms with an experienced Sahaja Yoga practitioner. And you can also request a mentor. You can change mentors or you can request additional mentors. We're here to try to accommodate you whichever way is best for you to deepen in this journey. So our ongoing goal is to sustain longer periods of silence. So you'll enjoy periods of silence where you can keep your eyes closed and really go deeper. And when you open your eyes and you see the photograph of Shri Mataji, you will know that we're in that period of silence. We're really focusing on transformation here, and it's an inner transformation. So part of it is we'll be doing a foot soak tonight. We'll have 2 guided meditations, and then there'll be a talk on Shri Mataji on the topic. And then we'll have some live music. And then we'll do some sharing. The presenter and I will be answering some questions that are like fundamental questions about the divinity within each one of us. So that's our topic for tonight, the divinity within. And I hope that you will find it within yourself and that it will open up a whole new perspective on the divine. So with that, I'll introduce Kalyan, who's our musician today, and he's been on several times before as well, and he'll be playing some beautiful violin music to help us deepen in our meditation. So Kalyan, you want to join us?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Kerry. Great to be part of this and to share this meditation with all of you. And so, in the second part of it, I will be leading a meditation with some live music, like Kerry mentioned. So, looking forward to that.
And I'll be looking forward to our chat afterwards. Please stick on, and these can be very spontaneous answers, and we all get something great out of it, out of the exchange. So I will see you later.
Sure, Kerry.
So with that, Kalyan will join us later on. Um, so hopefully you have your foot soak bowl ready. We just have a basin of water. It's just a simple dish pan. And then we take a handful of salt and place it in the water and just have some rinse water available because we'll rinse off our feet, get all that salt and all of the imbalances off of our feet so we're nice and clean. And then we will dry our feet off. And then we're going to just keep our basin to the side after we foot soak because that's going to be the clearance part, and then we'll go deeper afterwards. So with that, I'm going to start my foot soak. You can just keep your hands open on your lap and then just take your right hand and place it over the foot soak water. And if you're new, we're just giving vibrations, as we call it, good energy to that water. And then we go ahead and place both feet into the basin. A good rule of thumb is to have the water filled up so that it covers your ankles if you can. And then our hands are upright in our lap. And now I'm going to remove my glasses. You don't need your glasses on because we're going to put our attention inside of ourselves. And just take a long, slow, deep breath. Hold the breath and exhale. Take a pause and then inhale. And then wait. Exhale. Wait. Inhale. And then exhaling finally. Settling in. Making sure your shoulders are relaxed. Let your tummy be relaxed. And all those little muscles on your face and your forehead, the space between the eyebrows. Just enjoying that feeling of letting go of all of the thoughts, all the things during the day that occupy our mind. Let's place our right hand on our heart on the left side. And here we can just ask a very sincere question. Mother, let me be aware of the divine within myself. Let that awareness come into my heart. Mother, I am pure awareness. I'm not the body or all my thoughts. In this moment, I'm aware of the divinity. It's in the air that I breathe. It's all around me. And with our attention on our heart, we can keep our hand on our heart, open our eyes, and we're just going to say a mantra together that helps us to see the divine within us. It's the Sat Chit Ananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham. So what we're saying in this mantra is, I am the divine presence. I am the divine. So let's just take a look at the mantra for the spirit that dwells within us. The seat of the spirit is in the heart, so we'll keep our hand on our heart. So it's the peace and the awareness and the love. So we'll say, Sat Chit Ananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham, and we're going to sing it like this. Sat Chit Ananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham Satchitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham. So now please try to sing it with me and with our full attention inside our hearts, with that love and connection to our spirit. Sat Sachidanandarupam Shivoham Shivoham Sachidanandarupam Shivoham Shivo Shivoham Shivo. Relax our right hand back into our lap. Take a deep breath. Let's move our attention from the heart up through our neck, the center of our head, to the space just above our head, relaxing the forehead, bringing our attention a few inches above our head. Take our right hand and just place it right on the navel. And just breathing a little deeper into our abdomen. Bringing the right hand just at the center heart, the upper part of the chest in the center. And just feeling your own strength and courage as that divine presence within us just starts manifesting as inner strength. As we say, Mother, I am the pure spirit. There's that security. As soon as we become aware of the spirit, there's no fear. We'll take our right hand and place it right on the center of the crown of the head now. Just give it a little pressure. And we'll slowly lift it off the top of the head so there's a space between the crown of the head and the hand. And we can feel the Kundalini flowing. And feel that cool breeze, always reminding us of who we are. We can take our right hand and start at the base of our torso and just move it slowly up the center channel to the crown of the head. We'll do that a couple of times. Once again, relaxing our right hand back into our lap. Okay, let's go ahead and open our eyes and we'll rinse off our foot soap water. Rinse off our feet. Place them on the towel. We'll just push this foot soap bowl aside after you finish rinsing. Just push it into a safe place where it doesn't spill, and then we'll just go ahead and dry off our feet. Just a lovely clearance of all of the things that accumulate in the day and puts us in a great receptive mood to listen to Shri Mataji's talk about the divinity within. So we'll just watch the talk with our hands upright in our lap.
If you become the master, naturally nothing can dominate you. You become the free bird. You become absolutely on top of everything, and you can see everything as just a drama and a witness. All this is within you. All these powers are within you because the spirit is within. The Kundalini is within. You have to just, first of all, get your realization, enlightenment, and maintain it for a while. And you don't need much effort because after realization, you are really empowered. You get over your frivolities, you get over your stupidities, and you get over all these nagging habits that put you down, your self-respect and everything. Now, it is easy for people to go to any guru whatsoever because you don't have to do anything. You just have to go, pay some money, and you become the disciple. The guru doesn't do anything. He doesn't even travel. He doesn't do anything. He sits nicely. You go and give him money and he enjoys your money and he's a parasite. But here, you are the guru. You have to become the guru. Here, you have to become the self. You have to be the guru, which is the principle already in you. It is to be enlightened. You cannot depend on anyone. You have to depend on yourself. And you are already entitled and empowered to be that. Sahaja. Sahaja means born with you. Saha is with, born with you. This power to be united with the divine is with you. It is within you. And the time has come. This is the blossom time. And this time you have to get it. If you lag behind, you have to face the problems. You have to face the problems later on. So those who call themselves as seekers, those who say that we are seeking God, we are seeking the truth, must know that to seek the truth is to see the truth within themselves and not without. If somebody says that you are going to fly in the air, you have to see the stars and the moons, that's not the way. It is within yourself, you have to see what you are, and when you start feeling your spirit, you start feeling others also. Because your spirit is the collective being. You have to become that. Again I say you have to become that spirit. So far your spirit is just watching you. It doesn't come into the play. It doesn't come into the play. It is still there in a state we can call as a witness. He is witnessing all that you are doing. But once the Kundalini rises from its base, there as you see in the triangular bone, it comes up, breaks through, and you start feeling the existence of spirit on your nervous system. You can feel it in your hands. It is so simple that even children can feel it. Say, for example, in this room, you have to put a light. Just you have to press one button and you get the light. But it's not so simple. To look at it looks simple. It looks absolutely naive. If you tell a villager, the one who has never seen how electricity works, he won't believe it. He won't believe that this is possible. It is so naive for his mind also that how can it be? Just you press the button and you get the light. But you do get the light. And how? because there is a mechanism behind it. There is an organization behind it. There is a history behind it. There's an evolution behind it. Now we are standing at the last part of our evolution. The human awareness that it is today is still not complete. If it was, we would not have been so much confused. We are confused because our awareness has not reached that stage where we become the spirit. Christ has said you are to be born again. Now there are people, I have heard the other day, one gentleman came and started talking, just like a tape recorder, that Christ was just a Kundalini yogi and all that thing. Who are they to judge Christ? What do they know about him? What is their power to judge him? You see, any Dick, Tom and Harry stands up and starts talking about anyone. First of all, let's know what is your power. Let's see what do you know about it. Have you found yourself? Please be honest about it. Please be honest. That's all is needed. Because the whole nature, the whole creation, all the pervading power of God's love is trying to do this for you. Everyone is trying to, I sometimes feel people are pampered. Because the way I see these days miracles happening to thousands of people getting realization, I am myself amazed. How the divine itself has taken up upon itself to give this realization to you, to give this experience to you, to do this for you. It is something so remarkable. The whole compassion is working out this great work, this great drama of giving realizations to you. Of course, if you are not a seeker, it will take time. I mean, you can't teach people to see. You have to be hungry. If you are not seeking, it's not easy. I know it is very difficult. And if you are not seeking, you will take, I think, some time to do it. Some people who are not seeking, also when they see so many coming to Sahaja Yoga, getting cured, having a better life, enjoying themselves, becoming such good people, also follow them. But those who are seekers do not wait for any such things. They just jump into it, get it and become that. Are we going to waste our human life? Are we not going to be what we are meant for? For example, see, this instrument is made with such difficulties and with such care. But if you do not put this to the mains, what's the use? What's the use of this instrument? It's a waste. It's just a waste. And that's what one should know, that you should put it to the mains. And putting to the mains itself means getting realization. Yoga means union with the divine power that is all pervading. This divine power is there, we can see its effects. All the living work is done by that power. A flower becomes a fruit through that power. We exist because of that power. If you see these eyes, how beautifully God has made, how beautifully He has made us, all that is done by this God's loving power, which is all pervading and is very subtle. You cannot feel it, because with this awareness, we are not yet that subtle. Only after realization you can feel that power, and you start feeling it as the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost. That should happen to all of you. Even if it happens, we must keep the connection all right.
Let's just be in silent meditation. Absorbing the divine vibrations. Let's just check where our attention is. Let's keep it beyond the realm of our thoughts, in the space above the top of the head. We'll bring our right hand to the top of the head and lift it above a few inches and see if we can stabilize our attention here. And that's where our attention is connected with the power of the divine. Let's keep it very gentle in that space. We can bring our right hand down. It's through this connection with the divine that we become aware of the divinity that's within. The power within us that gives us this connection is the power of the Kundalini. And the Kundalini is the power of the divine that's within us. It's within every one of us. It resides at the base of the spine, just above the first energy center, in the triangular bone called the sacrum bone. And by the grace of divine, it has awakened, it has risen, it has given us our self-realization and the connection with the all-pervading power of the divine. It has helped take our attention beyond to the realm where we can feel the divinity within us. Let's see if we can put our attention on our Kundalini. We can just say, Mother, please come in my attention. With that sense of respect, the sense of awe for the great power that is within us. I'll play some music, just a short piece of music. We'll continue to stay in meditation. And after the music, we'll again continue the meditation just in silence. just silent meditation for the next minute or so. Now let's put our right hand just in front of the base of the spine and raise this energy with our attention as the hand moves up, and we will take it all the way up to the top of the head. And we do this with the understanding of the significance of this movement, where the Mother Kundalini is taking us beyond the mundane existence and taking us to the state of the divine. We can rest our hand at the top of the head for a few moments. Lift it above the head a few inches and feel this energy coming from the top of the head. It's a beautiful, gentle feeling of coolness, like a breeze coming out from the top of the head. If you're not feeling that, it's perfectly fine. Let's just feel the silence in that space above. It's just a matter of time that all of us will have this experience of feeling the Kundalini. We'll rest our right hand on our lap and take our left hand to the same place a few inches above the top of the head. And just wait with no expectation. Just let the hand hover a few inches above and see what we feel. And then bring the left hand back. With this self-realization, we become aware of our true personality, our true self, which is our spirit. Let's put our right hand on the heart. The spirit is our nature and it is divine. Its nature is divine. It's the reflection of the God Almighty. It exists within each of us. It's the reality of our nature. It's eternal. It has no beginning. It has no end. It's the collective being. When we are in touch with our spirit, we lose the boundaries that make us individuals. We become collective. Let's just meditate on our spirit with the hand on the heart. We'll say, Mother, I am the spirit. We can bring our right hand back to our lap. Again, I'll play a short piece of music. We can continue meditating with our attention on the spirit. We can take a deep breath. Just see if we can gently guide our attention beyond the top of the head and just enjoy the moment of silence, the moment of oneness between the divinity within and the divinity that is all pervading. Just dissolve in that state of oneness. We'll enjoy that for a slightly longer period of time, a few minutes, just soaking ourselves in it. We can slowly open our eyes. Back to you, Kerry.
Thank you so much for taking us to that place where we really realize, we call it self-realization because it is realizing who we really are in our connection So we have a few announcements, and then we're going to have a discussion. So our course schedule is as follows, and especially if you're new, bear in mind that these sessions are Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. This coming Tuesday, July 16th, yesterday, July 16th through Thursday, August 8th. Sorry, that's the duration, that's the schedule. And it's always at the same time, 8:45 East Coast time. So collective foot soak meditations are what we do on the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you can really avail yourself of a meditation daily. And those are at the same time at the same Zoom link. So it's nice to have that time to foot soak, and you get a lot of quiet time there too. So coming up is what I meant on Sunday, July 21st. That will be the session where the presenter will be asking everyone to prepare an extra basin with salt water for doing a hand soak. So as we become more aware of our subtle system, we can keep learning these new techniques of clearing and improving our subtle being so that we can feel more of that joy of the spirit. So we're going to learn improving ourselves by clearing our chakras. So you'll learn about how your hands and your feet are connected. So yes, moving on to the resources, you can always request a mentor. You fill out a form, and it's posted in the Zoom chat right now, so you can request someone who's been meditating for a while to kind of help guide you, answer questions, and especially if you have more personal experiences with the meditation that you want to explore further. You can also join our community in the WhatsApp group. There are daily spiritual messages, which are always really fun to open up and read. And some of the contributions are so profound and can really help you along. There's also the course reminders, and the links are there for that WhatsApp group. So please join the WhatsApp group. The live session links, recordings, all the handouts are on the website. So you can see the QR code here too as well. So you can write breakout room help if you'd like to join a breakout room, and a Sahaja Yoga coach or teacher will be in the breakout room, and that can help you along. These are really great sessions, and you never know what's going to come up. And the teachers can help you with some balancing techniques, and kind of be honest about what you feel, and talk about sort of what you might be struggling with, or any of those specific questions. Or you can write to chat Q&A, or you can write to the MC with a question. So we have Ashrith. Thanks very much for the sweet foot soak meditation and the mantra. Yes, the mantra was really a nice way to start this off. All right, so with that, we don't have any more questions in the chat, but please feel free to post your questions in the chat as they come up. And right now, we're going to have Kalyan come back on, and we'll talk about our experiences. As we've been doing this for a while, you might be able to shed some light or glean some things to open up for you as far as your inner divinity. So I think we hear that that expression a lot, that God is within us, or the divine is within us, but really exploring what that really means. So we have a few questions. Sorry, let me get back to that. So I think the first question, and Kalyan, you can give us some insight on this one, is how do you find the divine within? Like how does that come up for you? You can talk about in your daily life, going through your day. How do you
Yeah.
recognize?
Yeah, Kerry. So the divinity is felt when we are in connection. So when we are in a state where our attention is pure, to me, divinity is being in a state of pure awareness, where you are not so disturbed. Your mind is no longer disturbing you and taking your attention away. And it is a state where we are living in the moment, we are enjoying that moment, and it is a state where we are effortless and where we see that things are being done. Maybe we are doing it ourselves, but still we are not feeling as if we are the ones who are doing it. That happens to me in different situations, notably when I play the violin. It doesn't always happen, but it does happen sometimes, and when it does, it's very enjoyable because there is a lightness that you feel, and it's like as though it is happening, and you sometimes are surprised by what you do when you are in that state, and all you're doing is watching and enjoying what happens and being part of the process, but not feeling as if it's you who are doing it. So those are some ways that I experience the divinity.
Yeah, it's really amazing to listen to musicians play because there's this almost like this barrier that gets crossed where you're an instrument playing an instrument, which is really a kind of an odd situation, but very it's a it's I think it happens to all of us when we get to a point in meditation too, where you're it's like you really have to understand effortlessness in a different way, meaning when we're almost chasing after something, we're trying to become something, it moves further away. It's like a game of hide and seek. The divine is really anxious to flow through us and make itself known to us. But when we grasp, it's it doesn't work. But as soon as we start to relax and the thoughts start to dissipate, there's this point, I feel like, where you cross that. It's like you cross a threshold where you're in that space and you can feel the shift in your state of mind, right? And I hope everyone here can relate to what we're talking about, where we all have that experience together too. We have this state of oneness, but it has to it's like the things that you are not have to peel away for you to really connect with what has always been there, always what you are, that you are that divinity, that the divinity is within. And so how it shows up in your day, like I think you're talking a little bit about sometimes we have those synchronicities or we have those things that just kind of all line up in our day to kind of let us know. It's like, the divine is like kind of tapping us on the shoulder and going, hey, there's that reminder, because we're in our head a lot and thinking that we're the doer. But how do you can you give an example of like a situation where just something just unfolded effortlessly and it was almost like it was lining up for you?
Yeah, so I've had that in different situations. One recent example is that a few days back, I just happened to get up very early in the morning, and I really felt fresh when I got up. But it was very early; it was like 4:30 in the morning or so. And like I didn't plan to do it, but it just so happened. And when I got up, I felt as if there is a strong flow of this energy within, and I just had that impulse to really go in front of my meditation altar and just spend that time. And it was an effortless meditation. uh, I really cherished that, and I could feel the flow of that energy more strongly at that time. And I felt that it was some kind of a guidance that I was getting, that this is the time that you need to really be in meditation.
Thanks.
So
Many Sahaja will say, I didn't go to bed early enough, so I put my clock for 6:30, and then your Kundalini wakes you up early and says it's time, right?
yes, yes, that was, and that entire day was like free flowing, like the way you were saying that. A lot of things just happen by themselves. And for example, there are situations like you are going into a meeting, and typically you feel very you'll feel very anxious, right? That what is going to happen, what am I going to say, and all of that. And in on such occasions, when you are in a purer state, you are more surrendered, and you don't feel that anxiety at all. You just go through, and then people accept what you say, and magically things seem to happen. Problems tend to solve themselves. So
It's like it's flowing through every aspect of life. It's really unfolding within us, and our connection is there, but it starts opening up all these doors. And yeah, sometimes when you plan to say something, when you plan too much, I'm going to say this and I'm going to do that. It's kind of it gets, things get out of joint. But when you're in that flow, it's like a river. When you're in the middle of the river, it just starts moving you along. And when you open yourself up to it, I guess part of that is also, we talk about surrendering, and we talk about the divinity within us. And I think sometimes we're still relating that back to maybe our personality. And it's a completely different thing altogether when you say you're breaking this boundary of this individual, this state of, I-ness, I am this, I am that. And you're having to kind of surrender that idea. There's like this idea we have of who we are. There's this part of us and that part of us, but the divine within us is this ever unfolding thing happening in the present moment. So any ideas that we have are like the past, really. Or so I think it's an interesting conundrum for the mind, because the mind has to kind of, um, let go. The mind only understands the mind in a certain way. It can't understand the thoughtless. So I think, wasn't it Einstein that said, you can't solve the problem with the mind. It's still going to do the same loop. So I hope people are finding that way of seeing it a little more helpful. The place that Kalyan and I kept guiding us to was to get to that place above the head and really feel that connection. And you may not feel the coolness right away, but if you can start to bring the attention more, we can all do this together, actually, bringing our attention here, closing our eyes. And then you might feel a flow of cool breeze. Maybe it's warm at first, or maybe you're not quite sensitive to the coolness yet, but you can just keep the attention there. And when we lower our hand and keep our hands open, all that remains is the attention in the moment. Really witnessing. And anytime something is starting to pull your attention away or pull you back into the thoughts, you can just say, not now, not this thought. And so you see how light, that lightness is there. It's very refreshing. So we can open our eyes. And it's really, we're aware that we have a body. We're aware that we have thoughts and reactions. But this one eternal part of ourselves, our inner being, starts to come into our awareness more and more. And it's more challenging during the day when we have demands on our attention, but we can just keep going back to that place, bring our attention back to the center, take a breath, slow things down, and proceed. When we start getting rattled or things aren't going too well with work or whatever it is, you always have that place in the center, that fortress as well. So any other questions? Let's see, we have the chat open. So we're hearing, so true, we are pure instruments. And Einstein did say that quote. Yes, it's interesting to note that Einstein was also connected like that. He had his self-realization, and we can feel that presence, that cool breeze when we put our attention on some of the things that he says. So again, you can request a breakout room, Q&A. If you'd like to meet one-on-one with a practitioner, just send a message, breakout room help. But otherwise, with that, unless you want to add anything else, Kalyan, we really enjoy the music, though. It kind of keeps the busy part of the mind, from taking off in different directions, and gets our attention completely in the center.
Thank you, Kerry. I enjoyed it myself. I don't have
Yes,
anything
I
to
know.
add.
We always enjoy these programs because for us, having everybody online like this, all with our attention on that oneness, it really takes us to new heights. And all of the presenters who join this program all make that comment that without you all on here, it wouldn't be possible. And it really raises the level for everybody. So we appreciate you just as much for joining us. So with that, we will say goodnight until next time. And please join again at the same link at the same time. Every day there's something new to learn. All right, take care, everyone.